Caffeine, friend or foe? Let's debunk the myths. We've all heard the cautionary tales, caffeine leading to sleepless nights, causing jittery nerves, and even contributing to that midday slump. But what if we told you that caffeine, that beloved kickstarter to your day, might not be the villain it's often portrayed as? That's right, the narrative around caffeine is changing, and it's high time we set the record straight. Recent research suggests that caffeine, when consumed in the right amounts, might actually be beneficial. It's not the all-consuming sleep thief or the sole culprit behind your nervous jitters. In fact, the picture emerging from the latest scientific studies paints a much more nuanced view of caffeine's impact on our bodies and minds. So, where does the truth lie? It seems that moderation is key. Just like anything else, too much caffeine can indeed lead to adverse effects. But when consumed in the right amounts, it appears that caffeine can actually play a supportive role in our daily lives. So, the next time you're sipping on your morning brew or enjoying that afternoon tea break, remember that caffeine is not the enemy. It's a complex compound with a range of effects, and it's not solely responsible for those sleepless nights or jittery nerves. It's time to change the narrative surrounding this beloved stimulant. The magic lies in the right dose. As simple as it sounds, this is the secret to really making the most of your caffeine intake. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is the right dose? Well, let's turn to some reputable sources for that. Both the US Food and Drug Administration and the European Food Safety Authority have given us a clue. They recommend a daily caffeine intake of around 400 milligrams. To put it in perspective, that's roughly equivalent to 2 to 3 mugs of your favorite filter coffee. So, you can still enjoy your morning cup or even 2 without any worries. But here's the interesting part. It's not just about how much you consume, but also when you consume it. Yes, timing is a crucial factor too. Research suggests that to ensure a good night's sleep, you should have your last cup of tea or coffee about 8 hours and 48 minutes before you plan to hit the sack. This gives your body enough time to process the caffeine and wind down for a restful sleep. So next time you reach for that mug, remember it's not just about limiting your caffeine intake, but also about wisely timing it. The right dose at the right time can help you unlock the full potential of caffeine. Remember, timing is just as important as the amount. Our DNA plays a role in how we respond to caffeine. This may sound surprising, but it's true. Our genetic makeup influences how we metabolize and react to caffeine. It's a fascinating blend of nature and nurture playing out in our coffee mugs every day. Let's dive into a little bit of science here. Our bodies break down caffeine using an enzyme produced by a gene called CYP1A2. Some of us have a version of this gene that makes us fast metabolizers, efficiently clearing caffeine from our system. This means we are less likely to experience the jittery side effects of caffeine, and we may even be able to enjoy that evening espresso without it affecting our sleep. On the flip side, there are slow metabolizers. These individuals have a different version of the CYP1A2 gene that takes a leisurely approach to metabolizing caffeine. This means caffeine stays in their system for longer, and they might feel its effects more intensely. For slow metabolizers, that late afternoon cup of coffee could result in a long, sleepless night. But our genes don't just determine how quickly we process caffeine, they also influence our taste perception. Have you ever wondered why some people can't stand the bitterness of black coffee while others relish it? Well, it's partially down to our genes. Certain genetic variations can make us more sensitive to bitter tastes. So if you're someone who finds coffee too bitter, your genes might be the reason why. This isn't just interesting trivia, our genetic makeup can influence our coffee consumption habits. Fast metabolizers might find themselves reaching for that extra cup, while slow metabolizers might limit their intake to avoid feeling overstimulated. And if you find coffee too bitter, you might opt for a latte or a mocha instead of a straight-up espresso. In essence, our relationship with caffeine is a lot more personal than we might think. It's a complex dance of genetics and lifestyle, taste preferences and habits. So next time you sip your coffee, remember, it's not just a beverage, it's a reflection of your unique biology. Your genes may influence your coffee consumption habits more than you think. Caffeine offers more than just a morning pick-me-up. Recent studies are beginning to shed light on its potential benefits, painting a more comprehensive picture of this popular stimulant. Let's delve into these surprising findings. Firstly, let's talk sports. No, not the kind you watch on TV, but the kind you might participate in. Did you know that caffeine is considered a legal performance-enhancing drug in the athletic world? That's right. Studies have shown that caffeine can have small to moderate effects on muscular endurance and strength. So, your pre-workout coffee might be providing more than just a mental boost. It could be helping you lift heavier, run further, and push harder. But the benefits of caffeine aren't just physical, they're mental too. Research has linked caffeine to improved cognitive abilities. It helps us stay alert and focused, but it might also be enhancing our long-term memory. Imagine that your daily cup of coffee could be sharpening your mind, improving your recall, and helping you perform better mentally. It's important to note that the effects of caffeine can vary from person to person. Some of us may feel supercharged after a single cup, while others might need a bit more to get that mental edge. Remember, it's all about finding that sweet spot, enough to reap the benefits, but not so much that you're jittery or losing sleep. So, whether you're a student cramming for an exam, a professional working on a complex project, or an athlete striving for a personal best, caffeine could be your secret weapon. It's not just about waking up in the morning or getting through the afternoon slump. It's about enhancing your physical capabilities, sharpening your mind, and potentially improving your overall performance. And to think, all this time we've been sipping on this secret superpower, hidden in our beloved cups of coffee and tea. Caffeine could be your secret weapon for physical and mental performance. Good news, coffee lovers! Your daily brew could be contributing to your lifelong well-being. It's always been about more than just the caffeine rush. A riveting review in the New England Journal of Medicine offers some exciting insights into the health benefits of regular coffee consumption. The review reveals that coffee, when consumed regularly, can reduce the risk of a host of health conditions. These include cardiovascular disease, a leading cause of death worldwide. Regular coffee drinkers can rejoice, knowing their morning ritual could be offering a shield against heart ailments. The benefits don't stop there. The review further indicates that habitual coffee consumption can lower the risk of type 2 diabetes and liver disease. These conditions have been on the rise, making this revelation a beacon of hope for coffee aficionados. Most intriguingly, coffee's potential protective properties extend to certain forms of cancer. While the mechanisms behind this are still being explored, the link between coffee and reduced cancer risk adds another layer to the beverage's appeal. Of course, it's important to note that some of these benefits are attributed to components other than caffeine. Coffee is a complex brew, containing an array of compounds that can exert positive effects on our health. So next time you're sipping on your favorite roast, remember, your daily cup of coffee might be more beneficial than you think. What's next in the world of caffeine research? As we venture further into the 21st century, the potential for genetic technology to revolutionize our understanding of caffeine is becoming increasingly clear. Imagine a future where a simple DNA test could reveal your unique caffeine sweet spot. No more trial and error, no more guessing whether that afternoon espresso will keep you up all night. Instead, a personalized profile, tailored to your genetic makeup, would guide your daily caffeine intake. This isn't just about getting the perfect buzz, it's about optimizing health and well-being. By understanding how your body metabolizes and responds to caffeine, you could potentially avoid adverse effects and maximize the benefits. This personalized approach extends beyond caffeine to the broader field of nutrition. Scientists envision a future where our diets are as individual as our DNA. This could mean tailored advice on everything from what we eat and drink to when we consume it, based on our unique genetic profiles. The implications are profound. Not only could this lead to improved physical health, but it could also promote mental well-being. After all, if we're fueling our bodies in the most effective way possible, it stands to reason that our minds will also benefit. In the future, your daily dose of caffeine could be as unique as you are.